Yo, what's up? What's up, Shawan? Shawan, Steve-O, Shalonius, Daniel. What's going on? What's up? What's up, guys? I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it. Yeah. Ooh, ah. Yo, what's up? What's up, Jason Carnes? What's up? What's going on? What's up, guys? What's up? Stayer. What's up, Denise? What's up? Rakib Khan. What about the Normie? Oh my goodness. What's up, Drew? What's going on, guys? Shoot. Non-stop action, man. Non-stop action. Wow. Non-stop action. This only up, bro. Yeah, but I don't even know what's going on in the markets, because I always seem to nap before my streams. I like napping before my streams. Kind of waking up, being like, what is going on? What is going on? Everything seems to look pretty good. Everything seems to be looking very, very good. Bullish week ahead, I feel like that too. I feel like bullish week ahead, for sure. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in me mind. Let's see here. Coin market cap. Yeah, Bitcoin. Shoot. Bitcoin. Like one of them ones. Can't really see. Oh, I got some coffee. Smash Burger. Probably talking about Boss Burger, right? What's up? What's up, Steve Reeds? Wow, that's hot. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. 30 in the building, 7 likes. What a travesty. Michael Myas, the Vibe God. What's up? What's going on? What's going on, Vibe God? Shout out to everybody who has recently joined the inner circle. My goodness. They're just rolling in, aren't they? Rakib. What's up, Rakib? Guys are just rolling in, aren't you? Really appreciate it. Really love to see it. Really love to see it. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Crypto, man. People are saying it's a boring market. It's not boring where I'm at, man. It's not boring. It's not boring on my side of the market. It is not boring. It's quite the opposite. It's exciting. You know? Remember, what was that NBA ad? Remember that? Was that who's? Man, I forget the announcer or who did they have doing that? But they would say, NBA, it's fantastic. That's how I feel about crypto, man. You know, the crypto market for me is fantastic, bro. This shit is going crazy. You got Rita, elite order, that is melted faces just a day ago, and is heading back to previous all-time highs and beyond. The shit looks so juicy. It's Sunday. It's a weekend, and it's holding real nice at just a little under 500K market cap. You know, really consolidating well. About to make another push to all-time highs. And what I like about Rita is it's really cool. It's really, really cool. It's a really, really fun AI agent in an AI sector that is set to explode. I think NVIDIA's in price discovery. And when that happens, man, AI shit starts to take off. And also it's connected to SPX 6900, which went to $1.5 billion market cap not too long ago. Very, very amazing stuff. It's connected to that, and oh my goodness, bro. I mean, 100 million coins in circulation. It's an absolute sender, and it's on a slight discount right now, very slight, you know, but not for long. So I go scoop that up. I know they're working on its bot right now and making that better than ever, and you know, there's all kinds of lore around this thing. What else do I like about it? This is just in a deep slumber. Joey Cardenas, what's going on? Daniel Stayer, check out Worthless. What's up? TK says, you think Rita will go to a $2.5 million market cap within a couple weeks? Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Rita's one of those coins that just gets listings for free and just sends, you know, just catches fire. You know what I mean? Insanity. And I've been talking about that song over and over again, that Marshmallow song alone. Man, we need to get somebody that does Marshmallow songs and get them to do another song like that. Because I think asking Marshmallow to do it would be millions of dollars. Smash the likes. 38 in the building. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Ah. Ah. Let's go. Wake up, Stayer. Stayer, wake up, Stayer. Oh my gosh. Stayer, look inside yourself. Ascend. Ascend, Stayer. Got a prediction for Rita? I got a ton of predictions for Rita. I got a ton of them. I missed a comment here. Shalonius Monk says sending right now. Wow. Don't doubt it. Drew says, LOL, I got a prediction for you. Rita to 10 mil in 2 weeks. What's up? What about the Normie coin? I'm going to talk about that Normie coin. That's really, really funny. As soon as I gain consciousness, I'm going to talk about that Normie coin. Oh, yeah. Know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Shalonius Monk says 100 million easy. Smashburger is just sending me burgers. Shout out to Boss Burger. Let's go, Boss Burger. You know, you know. Man, they say. Oh shit. They say nothing's going on in crypto. Everything's boring. You could say that if you're not in my coins. You could say that if you're not in my coins. That's for damn sure. Rita, man, Rita is like, ugh. Rita. Bro, just like, Rita just connects with me. It's like this. I mean, look at them. Look at the world right now. It's just such in despair. You know what I mean? It's such in despair. I know as I lean back and I'm in one of the most beautiful places in the entire world. let me paint a picture for you guys. The world, despair. It's just like the world, dystopic. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm in the wrong place to talk about dystopic, you know, just crud. Just absolute crud. I mean, what's going on in America? I mean, inflation, you got housing prices, the housing market's about to crash. You know, everybody's trying to sell their home for way too much money. It's a buyer's market. You know, they're messing with our water. They're putting questionable ingredients in our food. And then here comes Rita, you know, to bring us all out of this. Let me turn off this this cellular roaming. What's up? Yes. Is the link to XPX 6900 just in narrative only? No, man. No, I mean there's SPX 6900 whales floating around this whole thing. You know what I mean? Yes, says how we rocking tonight. Hey man, we're rocking out. We're doing it, man. We're doing the damn thing. Sorry to switch my internet. I had to switch my internet. Just YouTubers fun. Says, how does the bot work and how do I use it, please? What do I look like, a nerd? No, I was joking. I haven't used it yet. Because it's being worked on. It was running, and then they said, oh shit, you know, stayers are on this project. We need to you know, work on this shit a little bit. So they're doing that, but they're doing the and the AI agent thing. They got to do some more. They got to do some more synth. Will the VC hire developers to build up Rita? I think so. Oh yeah, you can send message on the bot. Oh, okay, cool. Shawan said he might have used it. For me, I think it's the coolest AI agent out there. Just that it's just this Rita is just like, it's such a cool narrative, man. She's just trying to get back to Aeon. You know what I mean? I think you're gonna see a lot of storytelling with this thing. I think it might be the first AI agent to have like a real like story, like you can watch it like a cartoonish anime series. I have a feeling that's going to start happening. It represents too much, man. I mean, it's just like, again, somebody said something about the homelessness is out of control. Yeah, it's just despair everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, did you guys see that guy? I brought this up in my video earlier today, but it's like everybody's just acting so weird now and just doing whatever. I think people were playing too much video games or something. But did you see that guy in Houston at the Houston Mall? I mean, he was like in his 20s, right? But he looks like Quavo for the Migos, right? And he steals sunglasses from Sunglasses Hut, and the mall cops were chasing him, and homie just jumps off the second floor railing like it's GTA, right? Like it's Grand Theft Auto. And below is like they have like an ice skating rink. They have like an ice skating rink below, and so he like hangs off the railing and then just jumps down and completely shatters both of his legs. Like I mean, his legs are like he has like ragdoll legs, and he just like lays there, and then he did anyone see that? Oh, it was like it was hilarious and sad at the same time and disgusting. Like his legs are like oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Did you see it, Remix? Did you see it? Real Malaji says you left California. That's the worst in the country. I don't know, man. I think I talk every time I talk about what's going on. Everyone has a worse state, but I think Rita kind of encapsulates that want to escape. You know, wanting to escape just all of the filth, all of the crud, and like rise above it, like find love, find adventure, and like be reborn, and like come back home. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just reminds me of like just like the sickest anime movie. You know what I mean? And have we contacted Marshmallow yet? I just wanted to check up and see if we contacted the artist Marshmallow to see if he can cut an album for this thing, because the face melting synth needs to be displayed a little bit more. Do I know who Little B is? Yeah, I do. Puckluck says, you watch anime? Gay. Really? Is it? Chicks seem to dig it. Alexander, what's that? What's the contract? What's that contract address? Is that Rita, or is that another coin that I'm about to talk about? 38 in the building. Let's get to 30 likes. Everybody talking all the stuff about me. Why don't you just let me in? Tell me why. I don't need. Oh, it's my prerogative. It's my prerogative. I do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. I remember listening to that song on the way going to preschool. My mom's a teacher. It's crazy. I'm never gonna forgive my mom. I'm never gonna forgive my mom. My mom's a teacher for 35 years, and then all the while she sent me to school to be taught by somebody else. I was like, I joke about, you know what I mean? You could have just taught me, Mom. But I do what I want to do. Oh man, Rita and Normie. The Rita and Normie are like the two, like they're polar opposites of each other. But I just really like them both, man. They're my two hottest holdings right now. My two hottest coins in my portfolio today is Rita and Normie. I think Rita's gonna take over the AI sector. Rita's gonna explode, guys. Rita is so undervalued right now. It's gonna absolutely explode. It already did. I mean, it went from what, 8K to 1 million inside like 24 hours. Stayer was there for all of that, and then had a dip, You know, I think it's at like 500 to 600K now, and it's gonna march right back to a million here. And then at a million, guys, at $1 million market cap, there's so many catalysts waiting. There's so many things ready to send Rita to 10 million and beyond. It's not even funny. See, the thing with crypto is that there's KOLs, meaning there's like they're callers, right? They call the coin at a certain level. You know what I mean? And you know they just can't. And you gotta understand, like it's part of the game. You know what I mean? These guys can't really talk about a coin until it's at a certain market cap. You know what I mean? They just can't. It just hurts their brand, and they just don't want to and stuff like that, right? But it doesn't mean that they don't like the coin. It doesn't mean they're not waiting to talk about it. Now, when that coin hits that market cap, like Rita's gonna hit, it's like all of a sudden, it's like the lights are turned on. It's like what? And things just start moving. It's like the conveyor belt starts moving very quickly, to a point where you're like sitting at $10 million market cap with a coin like Rita, and you're looking back and you're like, wow, that happened really, really fast. That happened really, really fast. And Rita's one of those coins. Rita has so many eyes on it. Rita has so many big time names floating around. So many whales from the AI sector floating around. They're waiting to throw. You know, they're waiting to do their 100 ETH buy. You know what I mean? I was talking to a guy that is in the Telegram group for Rita. I was talking to him this evening, or no, last evening. It was in the middle of the night. I was in the Rita Telegram VC. It was just like me and him, and maybe a couple other people. And he was talking about how he's been a part of projects like Rita that just kind of hung around these levels, you know, a little under $1 million market cap, and all of a sudden they got a big boost, and they went past 1 million, and then they were just getting free stuff from there. It was like free listings, and then like people just wanted to call it, you know, that were really important, and then the coin just goes crazy, and all of a sudden, like you're seeing like 100 ETH buy. You know, like 100 ETH buy is that's I think that's $250,000, like at once. You know what I mean? Because one ETH is like 2,400 right now. So you times that by 100, and I believe you get 250,000. So these are types of buys that are like, that's a buy that would send, even if Rita was sitting at like a $10 million market cap, that would send Rita like way further than that, and just one candle, one minute candle, you know. And that's why I get the chills, man. I get the chills at this Rita coin because it's just got that, man. It's got that lore, you know. It's got that lore. Smash the likes, guys. Look at the 30 likes right now. It's got that lore. It's got that something, you know. And I like to think that I can see stuff like this, you know what I mean? And I mean, I guess I'm building a track record to where, yeah, you can say that Stayer does know what he's talking about, because, you know, every coin that Stayer touches seems to moon. And I mean, people told me that, not me. Okay, I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just what's happening. And so, again, I mean, the Jeets are out in Rita. You know, the original devs, you know, Jeeted their bags respectively, because they couldn't handle the project. They said, you know what, guys, we're out. And it went from $1.7 million market cap to like 3K market cap inside like an hour or something like that. The first day, or maybe it was like first and second day, I think. Or maybe it was day 2 they did this. And, you know, it's just like, I mean, you can't knock devs for being like, listen, we can't handle this anymore. And it was just such an amazing project. They were like, you know what, this is just too much. And so they G'd their bags, and then the whole community hung around and were like, well, we're not giving up. And I came in around, I'm gonna say, I think it was 70 to 80K market cap is when I bought, because I was looking around and I was like, this community is sick. They're still raiding. The VC is still packed. They're in there talking. They're in there supporting each other, positive. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, this can really send. And then I looked at the people who called the coin that first day that it went to 1,700,000. I was like, okay, these guys are major players. If this coin goes past $1,000,000 market cap again, they're gonna come back and reclaim this coin and say, it's been redeemed. So that's like a free call by some heavy hitters, right? And then I look at the website. The website is incredible. They already have a CMC listing. I mean, that's like the next step usually to a coin that's at 1,000,000. Okay, let's get the CMC listing. Let's get the coin gecko and stuff like that. They already have that done. I mean, they look great on CMC. Positive ratings on CMC. What else did I see? And then you just got people floating around this thing, bro. The big buys are coming, guys. The big buys are gonna pile on this project, and I'm holding, and I'm excited. I'm contributing. I'm thinking about, doing a series, like a Rita like anime series. I'm talking to somebody about it because it's a CTO. That's what I love about CTOs, man, is that there's no dev there saying, "Hey, I'm not going to accept this. I don't want your contributions. I don't want you to do anything with this project. This is my project. This is not, you can't just make, memes and say, you know what I mean? Like some devs, some projects that are run like that, you can't contribute at all. You just have to buy and hold and maybe smash some raids, and that's it. But with Rita, it's a CTO, bro. So I can go to the group and say, you know what? I feel like we should, do an anime series or something like that. You know what they're gonna say? Can't wait to see how that comes out. We'll post it when we see it. You know what I mean? And that's how these coins grow. Is that, especially with these CTOs? CTOs are making a comeback. Community takeovers is what it stands for. A CTO. It's making a comeback, bro. Making a comeback. So Stream Clips is fudding what I'm saying. The bot is everything. Oh, by the way, Stream Clips. Everything has been sent over to the community by the devs. It's not like they took everything. They said, here's everything. So the community has access to everything about the project that was started. You know what I mean? So I know for a fact that bot, the AI agent bot within Rita is being worked on, and it's almost finished. And I'm hearing it's really, really good, man. I'm hearing it's really, really good. The community's paying for it. So Stream Clips, I'm gonna bet you that you are not doing your research about the project. You're in here with YouTube fingers in here going, sending unfounded statements. I got that for you, buddy. I would bet money nobody has. I'm Stream Clips. Yep. He says, so exactly, are they working on the bot? Quote. I gotta read this. This is really funny. So how exactly are they, quote, working on the bot, Stayer, if the devs are gone? I mean, the devs are everything, Stayer. Stayer, have you ever seen a contract or have you ever seen a coin without its devs? It's literally nothing. There's never been a CTO before, Stayer. Wow. It's being, what's up? You don't have to get rid of them. You don't have to vaporize him, Shawan. I was just talking to him. He's gonna go somewhere and be like, I just brought up that there's never ever been a CTO and ever in existence of crypto, and Stayer had me blocked. So thanks a lot, Shawan. Oh man, but bro, this is game changing. I'm so excited for the week ahead for Rita. I mean, you just look around the room in there, and it's just everybody's just doing stuff, man. And for me, where I see myself in this, because I'm a creative. I like creating. I like, adding to projects and just adding to the stories. And this Rita Elite Order is like really captivating to me. For me, it symbolizes a breakthrough of the status quo, a breakthrough through the what is being shown to us, and what we're being told to accept. Like I don't want to accept that stuff. Hence, I'm in Baja. Look, you know what I mean. I looked around where I used to live, and I said, you know what? I don't have to accept this. Smash the likes. Even though I lived in an amazing place, go back and look at my former videos. I made a lot of videos at my ranch that I sold in California. I mean, I was in some of the most beautiful places in the world is where I lived. When it snowed in the winter at my ranch, I can go 20 minutes down the road to Palm Springs, down the hill, and it'll be 70 degrees, 75 degrees, and sunny, and you can just go to the pool like it's summertime. Like, I live that. But the thing is that I want more out of life. I felt like, I just didn't like what America was giving was presenting to me, and I wanted to just break through. So I'm in Baja right now. I am living my best life now. I am getting involved in the best coins I possibly can invest in and get involved in. They are not paying me. I am paying them. I'm buying. I sat up one night, was it 3 nights ago? And I just made little $50 buys, accumulated on Rita when it was at 100K, 130K. I sat up all night and just did a service to the coin by getting the Jeets out, you know what I mean? And just painting the chart and helping out, doing little 50, 75, $30, $40 buys all night. Well, it was just the chart would just do this, just real slow. And then the thing is with Jeets is they think one of two things, right? When they see that chart do that, they're like, you know what? Oh, this is my chance because I don't see this actually breaking out. It's uptrending too slow that somebody's about to sell, so I'm going to sell before them. And they drop their bags. But the thing is as you continuously make these little buys, someone can drop their bags for hundreds of dollars, but your little $50 buy will absorb it. And your little $25 buy will absorb it. Your little $70 buy will absorb it. It actually, I'm putting you guys on game right now, because it's better to make little buys than big buys when you're helping a chart out, when you're trying to build a project off of its chart. And so Stayer is up all night. I think I made 60 different buys, maybe 70. Might have made 70 long trades, long positions between $25 and $75, and I was eating up the Jeets all night long, no Diddy, and I'm happy. I'm happy to do that, and I think that was a big part of, Rita being able to just shoot up to 1 million that next day. You know what I mean? And that's what great projects do. They tend to their chart. They tend to their chart like a garden. You know what I mean? Like an old lady being at peace. Watering her plants and pulling the weeds. You know what I mean? I used to watch my mama sample. Bless her soul. She's been She's been gone a few years now, but I used to remember her when most of my family is from Delaware, and the East Coast, Virginia, Jersey, Delaware. And I used to watch her when I would wake up when we stayed over at Mom's house, and she would already be out there 6 a.m., 7 a.m., just on her hands and knees, pulling weeds out of her garden, tending to her tomato plants, tending to her little her little peas and her carrots and all the little plants that she had, her lettuce. What else did she have growing out there? How am I forgetting any of this? Um, what else does she have out there? I can't even think of any freaking vegetables right now, but she had a lot. She had a lot for Delaware. Delaware, very humid, very hot summers. That you can get your plants fried out there. You know what I mean? But the way she tended to everything and kept everything watered, it was an amazing sight. And I channeled my mum sample a couple nights ago. She lived through me as I was just making little 25, 35, 50, $75 buys, pulling out the weeds, getting those jeets out, because it's better they get out at 125K than getting out at 500K or 600K as you're trying to make a push. Like that's what makes coins go parabolic, is the tending to the charts at certain levels. And I can say to you today that the inner circle has tended to that Rita chart a lot today, and I really think we're ready for this next leg. And I care about this coin so much, and I care about. Shout out to Roof. Shout out to Roof. He is one of the community leaders in Rita and Rita Elite Order. Shout out to Turbo Man. Shout out to Only Up Soon and Johnny and Doctor Strange and and everybody in Inner Circle, of course. Also for supporting such an amazing coin, man. And so I think Rita's ready for its next leg. I think it's about to blow past 1 million. I think Rita, look at her, look, she's ready. Look at her go. On my way back home to you. Yeah, bro. Insanity. Alexander says, help others with generational wealth. Shawan says, let's go. What's up, Jai? One of my mods is back. One God, one love, 24/7. That's my dog, Jai. He's been so busy lately. Guy is so smart. Jai called Ann Wu with me at 33K. I'll never forget it. Jai was the one you see in the chat here. One God, one love. This is an OG friend of mine of this channel. This dude called Ann Wu at 33K. And now Ann Wu has been hovering around 3 million, between 1 and 3 million, about to go to 10 million. And this guy is just a genius, bro. He's a genius. So shout out to that guy. Roof. Oh, Roof's in here. Okay, great. He says, we have access to the bot and the Telegram. We have the person who made the bot working for the CTO. Well, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to pin that message. Roof's in here. You know what I mean? Remix says, Baja. 100 says, stay a real G status. Absolutely. Remix, America, down in the Baja. Stayer the Poon Slayer. What's up with Normie, bro? I'm going to talk about Normie in a second. We mooning? Yeah, probably. Stayer at the beach. Yeah, Rita can go to 100 million. I can't agree with you more. Let's see here. Did I miss any others? Oh, Angie Baby's in here. Angie Baby is in here. Shout out Boston. I missed a couple of these, huh? Okay, she says, "Good evening. How are you, ma'am? How are you? How are you, me lady?" Samuel says, "This is going to be massive." TK says, "Are you still bullish about Dorky Lord?" Yeah, we're gonna talk about Dork Lord tonight. Absolutely am. Love Dork Lord. Um, let's see. What is KOL? It just means it's an acronym, but it just means making a call. It means like somebody with a big chat group or a big following, a big influencer says, "Hey, I like Rita Elite Order. I like this coin. I'm invested. Go get it." You know what I mean? And they say that to their people, and they're like, "Oh shit, I should go buy that." And then the chart goes crazy. No Life Bro says, "Should I start trading meme coins?" Um, yeah, why not? Absolutely. Steve Reeds wants me to CTO another coin. I'm not even. I don't know. I'm just. Hey man, I'm just an investor, and when I invest, I get active. You know what I mean? I get active. I don't just sit on my hands. I don't just sit on my hands. Let's see here. Mikhail says, "I need Rita to get me a new pickup truck." Mike Jeff says, "Why you only talk about meme coins?" You know what? I don't just talk about meme coins. I do talk about top 100 coins. I just did a video on Cetus the other day. I just did a Cetus video the other day, which is the DEX on Sui, the main DEX. I'm heavily invested. I love Sui. I'm stacking Sui like crazy right now, and I love Cetus. And so yeah, I'll do videos on stuff like that. It's just that I gotta answer your question like this: when you got coins that are so hot, like Rita Elite Order, that are like burning to the touch, in a good way, and you got other coins I'm about to talk about that are in the meme coin sector. I mean, because Rita's an AI agent, actually has utility, but bro, these coins are have so much massive potential. They encapsulize exactly what crypto is about: belief, hope, utility, presence, drive, togetherness, tenacity. It just the Rita Elite Order and Normie that I'm going to talk about. Creativity. I'm running out of words to describe the feelings I get with these coins that are just starting out that have so much potential. And I don't feel like this with every coin, man. There's a lot of coins out there that are absolute ass. I mean, it's like they're just shit, and they're always gonna be shit. But when you come across a coin, it's like finding a gem. Like, don't you like? Have you ever like gone on the beach and used a metal detector, and then like it beeps, and then you pull something up, and it's like, it's like some piece of gold or something. Like, bro, you get pumped. You get pumped, man. It changes you. The whole day you're talking about it with people who don't give a shit. That's when you know you have crazy belief and crazy drive. Okay? So why am I only talking about, I think you mean not just meme coins, but coins that are in their early stages. Coins that really mean nothing to you right now, right? Because they're not at 100 million, or not at a billion, or they're not on the Sphere in Vegas, or they're not on any billboards, or just because they're not that doesn't mean they're not gonna be that, you know. And so I can't help myself but be very, very forward thinking. I can't help myself but to be excited about something that has incredible, incredible potential. Like Normie, and Rita, and even and in Boss Burger. Shout out to the Boss Burger people because they're sitting on a $5 million market cap coin, and it's sitting at levels that is offensive. You know what I mean? I mean, they're incredible buy levels. Like, go get yourself some Boss Burger right now. It's set to explode. We just don't know when. But there's something intriguing about that. Every one of these coins has a story to tell. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Maybe I have a sick puppy syndrome, right? As you know, I used to have animals and stuff like that, and maybe I have this sick puppy thing with coins, where coins that get neglected or are massively undervalued, I happen to pick them up on the side of the road. Have that little water saucer and that little the have the wet food, the wet dog food, in case their teeth are messed up. They can still eat. And I got that little blanket, and I wipe their muzzle off. You know what I mean? I say, get in the back of the car. We're gonna find you a home. You know what I mean? And look at Rita Elite Order, man. This coin had everything, and it got dropped on its ass. But it doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't have potential. And then, so if you're able to find a coin like that and wipe its muzzle off and give it some food and get it out of the rain, get it off the side of the road, that little sick puppy is going to grow up to a dog that you can trust, a dog that'll hunt for you, the dog that'll go, "Hey, hey, hey," when somebody comes up at your house, or you're out on a big hike up in the mountains, like where I used to live. My old dog Nigel, rest his soul, he passed away 3 months before I moved. And actually, he was a big part of me putting my house up for sale, is because, man, my dog Nigel not being on that porch with me, it hurt. It hurt. He was everything to me. You want to know why? Because I picked him up as a puppy in the back of a Circle K in Anza, California, for free. The chick that worked at La Casina, one of the best Mexican restaurants in Anza, California, and all of California, the best burritos. She said, "Hey, you guys looking for a dog? I heard." And I said, "Yeah, we actually are." She's like, "Oh, meet me. My house is right behind the Circle K. I got these puppies. It's a purebred Dogo Argentino. Is the female, and the male is a German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. Come take your pick." And we went back there, and it was my birthday. It was my 29th or 30th birthday. It was like my 29th birthday. And we went back there, and there was this puppy that looked like a German Shepherd. He was about like 4 months old, and he was just jolly, driving around, jumping around. And you looked at his mom, and she was just fit and big and calm. And his dad that was right there too was just like very jolly and playful. And we were like, man, you know what? We'll take this one. And we named him Nigel. And, that dog grew up to be one of the best dog I've ever had, the best friend I've ever had. He had my back, and like he's saved me from things. He's looked out for me, and he grew up to be like just this incredible force in my life, So I can't help it, man. Some of these coins that I pick up off the side of the road, they might perish, they might die, they might turn out to be nothing. Somebody might come along and rug them. Somebody might come along and do something to them, take them away from me, right? But there's others, man, that's gonna grow up and have my back and bring wealth to me and my family. And, you can't miss out on those opportunities, because when Rita goes to $100 million market cap, I'm going to look back on those times when I found it, when I rubbed its muzzle off, you know what I mean, and put it in the back of the car and said, "Hey, I'm going to take you home, and I'm going to tend to you, and I'm going to remember the night that I accumulated my Rita while tending to the chart, little 50, $60 buys all throughout the night. I didn't sleep, guys. I didn't sleep that night. It was like two or three nights ago. I was listening to a podcast, and as every time somebody sold their bags, I was right there dropping in $50, dropping in $75, and the chart just got so strong, and the Jeets were out. The chart wasn't going down. It was only the slow, methodical. I'm never gonna forget that. And then I think a tear might roll down my eyes when I see Rita Elite Order going to $100 million market cap. I think I'll break down. I really do. I think I'll just break down and just weep. Smash the likes. 20, 30, 40, 45 people here, 22 likes. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. But guys, I'm telling you, man, I know it's gonna happen, because you look around and you see what's going on, and it's nothing but positive stuff happening, man. And so I see it happening. I see it happening. So the question to me was, why are you always messing around with those meme coins? Well, I think you mean undervalued coins. I think you mean the coins that you can't see are great yet. I like that you can't see that they're great yet. I like that you can't see the value, and I can. You know what I mean? I treat Rita Elite Order as a 9-figure coin today. Today. And you should too. You should be accumulating right now, because under $1 million market cap for Rita is an absolute steal. It's an absolute steal, based on what I know, based on who I've talked to, based on who has supply, on who is holding this coin. You know, it gives you goosebumps when you're in the room, when you understand, and you can see the future, and you can see the folks that see the future. You know what I mean? Like, there is really, there's very, very, very little questions left to be answered for Rita Elite Order. There was very, very few. I see only answers. I see only chart movements to the upside. The Jeets are out. There is no boogeyman. There is nobody that can rug this coin. It is community owned. Everybody, the spread of these coins, the spread of the supply in Rita is unheard ofly. It is literally one of the safest coins I've ever seen in terms of tokenomics and of terms of holders. It is so safe. There is nobody that can hurt anybody in this project. And in fact, I watched that night as I was throwing $50 buys at this thing. I watched a lot of big holders go for a few $100. People that sold 1 million Rita for like $700, bro. $800. Dropping their bags. You know what I mean? That's $1 million at $100 million market cap. Guys, have you done the math? Circulating supply, 100 million coins in circulation. That means that Rita will be $1 at $100 million market cap. Guys, if you're holding 50K Rita, that's $50,000. If you're holding 100K Rita, it's $100,000. If you're holding 500,000 Rita, that's $500,000. If you're holding 1 million Rita coins right now, brother, that is $1 million at the price points that I think this is going to go. And guess what? At those levels, you'll be able to scale out real nice, because the liquidity and the volume is going to allow you to scale out, as long as you don't dump the chart. But I know a lot of people won't. But even if you threw everything out, I think the chart would absorb you because of the volume that the market cap and where it's at is just the liquidity is just going to be circulating, millions of dollars of liquidity circulating at those levels. New money. At $100 million market cap, bro. I mean, you're looking at probably 7 figures of liquidity and definitely over 7 figures of volume flowing through the chart. That's new money every day. That's not just that amount of money sitting there, and when that's gone. No, that's buys and sells flowing through the chart every single day. So you'd be an idiot to drop your bags right now. You know what I mean? And the thing is that you can't go and read in the newspaper what's going on at Rita. You can't go and turn on ESPN or turn on Discovery Channel or or go to the park and hear about the things that are going on at Rita, because it is a micro cap coin. Nobody knows about it. Nobody's talking about it. They don't know the potential until it happens. So, part of getting rich and part of holding something valuable is that you grab it before anyone realizes it's valuable. And I feel like I've done that with Rita. I feel like I have gotten a coin that is massively undervalued. And it's not the only one in my portfolio that's not massively undervalued right now. But I'm telling you, I don't want to say I'm just saying, guys. This is crypto. If you wait for confirmation, if you wait for a coin like Rita to go to $100 million market cap, I mean, yeah, sure, you can buy the top, because I'll probably think it's going to go to $1 billion from there. You could probably buy the top right then. But still, like, you're in crypto, bro. Like, why don't you take a bet on yourself? Why don't you, realize that a few bucks now is going to be a lot of bucks later? Why don't you realize that, the community of Rita is holding the floor collectively, and Rita really has hit a really nice floor. So the chances of this coming back to these levels is very slim. And if it does, the floor will hold and won't go that low. There's very little risk in these areas. It's a lot of reward in these areas, and I don't get any money telling you that. I'm just telling you. This is my crypto journey. Smash the likes, guys. This is my crypto journey. I don't want you to buy this coin. I don't need you to buy this coin. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. I'm on YouTube telling you what I'm seeing, telling you what I'm holding. You know what I mean? And Suarez Jr. said, thought it was Justin Bieber. You thought I was Justin Bieber? Baby, 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 oh. You know what? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could, ghostwrite for Justin or something, but, I don't think I have the same vocals. My favorite Justin Bieber song is with Kid Laroi. Is that I want you to stay, yeah. But I can't sing it because I'll get copyrighted, because YouTube will pick it up and they're gonna think that was Justin Bieber singing because of my voice is so good. So I have to be careful. I told you to sing, but I'm not what I want to say. Need to stay, yeah. I can't even do that. I can't do that. I can't go that high. You guys know that song? That song is sick. Empty-handed. I'm bad at lyrics too. I whenever I sing songs, I always mess the lyrics up, so I end up going. I know I lost a lot of viewers as I sang, but guys, but Rita is like this like romance. Like I don't know, man. I told you guys I fall asleep in movies. Like I fall asleep to like Marvel movies. I fall asleep to what other movies I fall asleep to? Um, I fall asleep to like period pieces and stuff like that. I don't fall asleep to like rom coms. I think like 51st Dates and stuff like that. I don't with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. I don't fall asleep to those. Um, I'm a romantic. I like a good love story. I like a good story, especially if it's a chick that is really trying to find love and she finds it, or she's really trying to get home and she gets there, and she has people along the way that help her. You know what I mean? And Rita Elite Order is that story. Um, and it's an AI agent, but it has this really cool story surrounding it, and it's still being developed. You know what I mean? I'm still finding out about it. Um, you know what I mean? Um, yeah. Oh man. Mike Jeff says, "Take it easy, man. Meme coins are only for gambling." Okay, Jeff. I mean, whatever. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you're here watching me, so you obviously have either bought a meme coin before or are interested in crypto. So I can't take it easy because you're watching me, right? um, take it easy, bro. Please don't entertain me too hard. I just think it's gambling. I don't think it's gambling. And I say that because I grew up in Atlantic City, and I've watched gamblers like early on in my life. You know what I mean? Um, I grew up around Trump Plaza and Showboat. Most of my family, most of my family worked in the casinos. My uncle Ken, my late aunt Cherry, who just passed, rest her soul. She was a hostess and a blackjack dealer. My uncle was a pit boss for years and years and years. And you know what they always told me? They said never gamble, never ever go into a casino and put your money down on any one of these tables. The house always wins. And that stuck with me. I've played. You know what game I like is Texas Hold'em. I've always been a huge fan of Texas Hold'em. Always been very good at it. I've won tournaments, I've won house games. I'm sure all of you guys have too. I mean, but other than that, oh, I like baccarat too. Baccarat, you know, that's a pretty fun game. That has the best odds in the casino for a player is baccarat. But I don't consider crypto gambling. I don't, because you have too much of an edge. Because if you do your research in a coin, like you find out who the big holders are, you study their wallets, you understand, they're buying, how they're buying and how they're selling. You're understanding the spread of the holders in this coin. Like what's the percentage of the holders of each holder here, you know, um, and then you look at the narrative of the coin. You look at the website. You look at the team. You look at what's been accomplished so far. Um, you look at the market conditions. The overall market conditions for Rita Elite Order is very, very, very positive. I mean, Nvidia just hit an all-time high. That has signaled an AI agent season. Um, the last two times it's happened, I believe. So you have that going for you. So I don't get that type of information, that type of edge in a casino. So to say that meme coins is gambling or AI coins is gambling, bro, you're playing yourself. You're a top boy. You buy tops, and then you get wrecked, and then you get angry at YouTubers like me. And I've been seasoned enough to realize who in here makes money and who doesn't make money. And guys who make those types of statements, man, you need to take your chips and cash out and get the hell out of here. Let's see here. Crow Ralston says, "Me Before You" is pretty good. I haven't. That's the thing about Justin Bieber. I have never listened to a full Justin Bieber album. I just listen to the hits. You know what I mean? So I mean to quiz me on Justin Bieber, oh man, you win. You beat me. That's a game. That's a game I don't want to gamble on. Is name that Justin Bieber song. I might as well just give you my money right then and there on a bet. You forget about it, bro. You know what I mean? Smash the likes. 36 in the building. Education First says poot. I don't know how to take that. Considering your avatar, your your YouTube name is Education First, and all this person has to say is poot. Wow. Crow Ralston. I'd recommend that movie Made Me Cry, and I never cry over movies. I know, bro. 50 First Dates, bro. Adam Sandler had a nice run of movies that made you cry. 50 First Dates was one. What was that other one where he kind of played the mentally challenged guy? What was that called? Oh man, he went on like a tearjerker fest. There's a guy that made a shit ton of money on tearjerker movies, bro. He was out to make you weep on your girlfriend or on your wife, and he was gonna do it. Punch Drunk Love. Punch Drunk Love. I haven't seen that movie in years, but when I saw it, I cried my ass off. Let's see here. When Rita hits 100 million, we will laugh, brother. I know. Shout out to IR Hand 88. I've never seen you in here before, but you are a lifelong friend. Thank you so much. Roof saying Jeff is out of your mind. I don't know who that is. Maybe they already got vaporized. TK says, how high do you see Normie? Oh yeah, we're gonna get to Normie going in the short term and long term market cap wise, boss. I'm gonna get to it. Oh, okay, that's everyone. Shalonius Monk says, I like roulette, and you like roulette? I can't even do roulette, bro. I can't even do roulette. Roulette pisses me off. Josh Durst, there's too many possibilities in roulette. I mean, there's one ball, and then there's all these slots where the ball can fall, and you got to pick one of those, and then you got to pick black or red. I don't know. That's kind of tough. Everyone get Unstoppable coin going to $1 million market cap tonight. One way KR, really, buddy. Let's see here. Josh Jerson says Normie. Soyus Monk roulette. They get me with the free drinks. Hi from Barbara. Yeah, roulette. They get you with the free drink. Oh man. So yeah, let's look at Normie, man. Let's look at Normie, man. Normie. I really like this coin. There's Normie. Normie is absolutely exploded. There it is. Look, it's the guy. You know, it's so funny, man. This is the type of guy that checks his portfolio at the worst times, man. That's just endless jokes. It's a CTO. Look, here's the website. Normie. About Normie. Normie is a slang pejorative label for an individual who is deemed to be boringly conventional or mainstream by those who identify themselves as non-conformists. On 4chan's R9K robot board, it is often used to describe certain characters in green text stories. Normies can be seen as the antithetic stereotype of hipsters and special snowflakes, both of which are derogatory terms for nonconformists. Okay. You know, you got all this right here. But here's the thing about Normie, though, is that this is going to be, I could see this being, and I think it will be, one of the best memes of this cycle. Because you can put Normie in front of any situation. You know, any situation, anything bad that's happening, you can just put the Normie meme next to it and have him checking his portfolio. It's hilarious. Remix says, oh, sorry, my dog was barking at people. Sorry about that. Hi. Um, yeah, but the thing is with Normie is that um, it's very, very funny. You can put it anywhere. You know, you can just put it anywhere, and it's hilarious. He just walks up and checks it. You know, that's what I was saying that earlier. That guy who jumped off the second story of the Houston Mall, evading the police. He breaks both his legs in half. Bro, you got to go check that out on Twitter. It's hilarious. Like literally, he jumps down, and like his legs don't even support him. They just bust because, bro, when you jump from a height onto ice, there's no support. You're just slipping as soon as you get down there, and then your bones snap and your ligaments tear. This guy smashed his ankles, his knees, bro. I mean, you should see it. He immediately is like crippled for life. Like, you guys got to go watch it. It'll probably freak you out. It'll probably make you barf, or it'll make you laugh. You saw it, yo, Remix. Did you see that? Oh, it was so funny, man. I laughed so hard because they showed his TikToks and stuff before he did it. Because he was doing his TikToks and he was like, yeah, I just got some glasses. It's all good. You can't hold me down. You can't hold me down. Like all this stuff. And then it cuts to him jumping off of the freaking, oh man. And then the first thing he does, he checks his phone. He's you know what? It's funny. Go watch it. The first thing the guy does, because he immediately can't feel his legs because his legs are so broken and so ragdoll that he's just half a body working, and he's like this. He's just laying down checking his phone. But like that was the funniest part, bro. The first thing he felt to do was go live. You're like, yo, I just broke my legs. I'm in Houston. Oh my gosh, I can't even feel my legs. Yo, that was the funniest fucking thing, bro. But that's the thing with Normie is that you're gonna see a lot of memes where that happens and then Normie pops in the frame and looks at it, but then he looks and checks it. He's like checking his phone. He's like checking his phone, checking his portfolio. Oh man. So I think Normie is a very simple meme coin that can really, really get legs in a society, in a world that needs a laugh right now. That needs a good laugh right now. And so that's my pick, guys, of the day or of the week or whatever is Normie. Expect Normie. My price prediction for Normie, the way the price action's going, because I haven't. Yeah, that's like the most Normie thing ever, bro. Is for somebody to just pop up. And here comes, somebody just an incredible weird thing just happens, and then Normie just looks at it, and he just looks on, and then just checks his phone. But what's Cardano doing? How's Cardano doing? Yeah. Sometimes I open my phone to do something, I end up scrolling reels instead. I know, bro. Yeah, the struggle's real with phones, man. I'm the same way. Like I'll check my phone for the weather, right? and then right after that, I'm like on Instagram, or I'm checking Telegram. I'm checking my portfolio. I do it all the time. My wife can't stand it. My wife can't stand how much I check my phone and I'm looking at my portfolio. You know what I mean? So so that's Normie. I mean, honestly, that's it. I mean, there's nothing much to it. It was a coin that was just sitting there. It just got CTO'd. You know, um, I caught it. I caught it pretty early, and then the inner circle. I passed it to the inner circle, and then they're invested. So, it's a lot of it's pretty safe. I looked at I had a wallet scan on the coin to see if there's any big boogeymen in there, somebody holding a lot of supply or anything like that. And I didn't see anything going on. So I think that's really good. Um, yeah, man, that's about it in terms of things that are new. So that's something I just bought yesterday, or a couple days ago, and I just haven't gotten around to talking about it because Rita has been taking off so hard. You know what I mean? So pretty exciting stuff, man. Pretty exciting stuff. Um, did you guys see that knockout last night? The Oliveira guy got knocked out, and the other dude got the title UFC. I didn't buy the fight. I was busy. I watched it after. What else is going on in my life? That's about it, really. Somebody mentioned Dork Lord. I was just trying to see what Dork Lord was doing, but Dork Lord just got that Mexi listing. Let's see, Dork Lord. Dork Lord. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, I got the wrong one. Hold on. There's a Dork Lord that's out there that's just a dead coin. I guess somebody tried to do it or something. Yeah, Dorky. Yeah, Dorky. Holding strong. Look at Dorky. Man, this is something you can continuously accumulate in. You know, I am. It had a big spike to 3 cents there. Um, yeah, sorry, to 7 cents. A couple weeks ago, and this is a coin that I can easily see, like getting to $1, like super quick, in a parabolic stage of a bull run. So I'm slowly accumulating more Dork Lord. Don't fade the Dork Lord. Shalonius loves Dork Lord. Shalonius loves Dork Lord, bro. Yeah, Dork Lord. What was Dork Lord's all-time high? Yeah, all-time high was around 12 cents. But in a parabolic phase, it'll blast through that. And here's why I know it's going to blast through it. 69 million coins in circulation, guys. Bro, for a meme coin, it don't take much. It don't take much to send a coin like this. That is not a lot of supply for a meme coin. Not a lot of supply at all, guys. Not a lot of supply at all. Yeah, the all-time high was 16 cents. 16 cents for Dork Lord. 16 cents. Very pumpy. Very pumpy. Like when people are reaching for coins come fall and they're trying to figure out what's up, this coin will absolutely go crazy. Especially with the Matt Fury coins all ripping. They're all doing well and at that stage, and people want to rotate out. They're going to try and get in the Dork Lord for an easy 2 or 5x, and it's going to pump the shit out of this coin. It has a 92% community rating, which is very hard to do, guys. This rating is so hard to do in CMC on CoinMarketCap. This is the hardest thing to get, is a really good rating. on here. I mean, there's got to be a lot of people got to like your coin. Um, what? So June 24th, somebody said Dorky can now be tracked on Bybit. Next will be the listing. Whoa. Yo, if they get on Bybit, it's over with. Somebody said Dorky to $10 a cycle, don't fade. Wow. Dorky, $10, all-time high. Yes, I said it and called it. That is actually interesting. I always said, you know, $5 Dork Lord would be insane. That would be insane. And you know what people come on here and say? They're like, Stare, that's like way too high. Oh my gosh, I could see $1. I could see like 70 cents, but Stare, $5 really? But look, these guys are saying $10. Look, Dorky, first who sell is gay. First who sells is gay. What else are they saying here? A bunch of other shit here, but latest. Oh, look at this. Dorky, huge pump incoming. What are these dudes doing around this guy, though? This is a little sus. I'm not going to lie to you. Talk about this is gay. I mean, why are all these dudes looking up at this guy like this? Is that Dork Lord? Oh, okay. This is hilarious. What is this supposed to be? Dorky, is this what the what is this? It's really cool. I mean, I see what's going on now. When you look at it over here, it looks a little weird. It looks a little weird. But I think he's standing up to talk about Dorky. Um, what else does it say here? Yeah, they got a really strong community, man. They got a really strong community to have this be at 92%. I gotta tell you, that's very hard to do. That's very hard to do. I've learned so much about crypto and about, startup coins and coins that are, about to explode and haven't exploded yet, or, have exploded. And, it's really a lot. You really got to get it right. You really got to get everything right. You know what I mean? You really got to get everything right. Yeah, look at the structure. Look at the structure on Normie. Look, I mean, I was seeing it down here, and then it started trending on Moon Talk. It started trending. You know, look at some early Jeet. Somebody Jeeted really hard. Look at this little early Jeet sell right here. Little Jeter. Wow, they sold for $1,000 loss. Look at that. Oh no, what did they sell for? What is it? Oh, okay. I guess they have. Oh, they sold again. Oh, look, somebody's dumping while I'm on screen. I guess we'll have to look at this wallet. Who is this wallet? Has 4.9, bought 4.9, sold. So they got about. They're in for a profit. That's good for them. You know. But anyway, Rita. Let's look at Rita. Rita's popping off. Yeah, man. This thing is about to absolutely explode. One Way KR, did you tell the people at that coin that you haven't been nice to me? I hope you didn't tell them that, hey, I'm going to get Stayer to talk about our coin. Don't worry, I'm really in good with them. I've been an asshole to them for like the last few months, but I've gotten timed out multiple times in the last couple weeks. But don't worry, guys. I'll get him to talk about our coin. Find my way back home to you. You gotta be nicer, one way KR. I got a really good memory. I got a really good memory. I got a really good memory. No, I'm not. No, you gotta be nicer. So, okay. Thank you. I got it. I'm good. Um, thanks. Yes. Thank you. How long have I had no? How long have I had no audio for? A while. Am I back on? I'm back. Don't worry, you guys didn't miss anything. All I was doing was going. Guys, hey guys, the overall crypto market, it's dead. I mean, I can't believe Bitcoin's at 108 and nobody cares. No, there's. Am I good? Okay. Here for the beard, Angie, baby. Why do you like my beard? My beard is a very a vacation beard. It's like, and look at the hair is just running into my mouth. Like I'm actually a mess. But thank you. I must be the most handsome guy ever. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Um, you got to be also here for the sunsets. I mean, ladies love sunsets. Ladies love sunsets, man. They do. I like it. Don't judge me. Sorry, that's got to be really annoying. Me saying that a bunch. Look how many people come into my chat when they love sunsets. I mean, sunsets are so beautiful. You know, amazing sunsets every day here. You know, there's overcast sometimes, but there's people walk. Why'd they leave? I just saw people walking away from the sunset. Do you see that? There was people just, you know, man. But guys, you're early. If you're in crypto right now, you're in a great spot, man, because this fall is going to be fireworks. 18 months past the Bitcoin halving, altcoin season usually kicks off. You know, altcoin season usually kicks off, and it's been like that the last two bull runs. So I am accumulating like crazy, because here's the thing: that altcoin season is going to happen. It's going to happen really quick. It's going to be crazy, and then it's going to be done. And then the bear market is going to be here for like 2 years, man. I mean, but that's the time that makes millionaires, because that's when you can go pick up dog with hat under $1 million market cap, or like Pepe under $1 million market cap, or like, fart coin and all that stuff. That's when things are just sitting there for you. So if you're listening, if you're watching, and you're like upset about your portfolio, because altcoins are constantly doing nothing and bleeding, and they're not doing anything, and if you're upset about that, you're fine. Hold on, you're gonna be fine. you know um you know I know you're probably watching YouTubers like Benjamin Cowan, who are just crushing your spirit, just Bitcoin maxis, just running around and just destroying your hope and your belief for your altcoin portfolio. Have you ever seen Ben Cowan? He's like, hello, welcome to the cryptoverse. Bitcoin's at 70%. dominance, and your altcoins are bleeding. Sorry, should have bought some more Bitcoin. You know, you ever see that guy? I mean, if you want to be depressed, you know what I mean? If you want to be depressed and about your Bitcoin portfolio, you know, I mean, go watch Ben Cowan. I mean, I watch him every day actually, because he actually is very, very smart, and he really has accurate things. He tracks YouTube, popularity of crypto YouTube content and content creators, and he tracks that to see when retail is going to come into the market, and it's at an all time low. And you know what, guys? You know how I know this channel is going to blow up is because I have as many, if not more, people watching me, and I'm only at 1,200 subscribers than I do when, like, shout out to Crypto Gains. He's a great guy, but Crypto Gains has 147,000 YouTube subscribers, and I usually have more people in here than he does. And so, and I'm not hating on him. I'm going to collaborate with him. He's amazing. I'm just using an example that nobody's watching crypto YouTubers right now. You know, so to have 36 folks in here, and I had about 50 some at some points in this live stream, is nothing short of, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Smash the likes. 36 in the building. You know, I just use Crypto Gains as an example because I watch him all the time. So he's the first guy that comes to my head. Um, let's see here. Normie going to get listed on CMC? Oh, let me see. I think it might be already be listed. You know what? I didn't even do that hard of research on that end. Let me see. I'm looking right now. Oh yeah, it's not listed on. Yeah, it's not listed. It's not. Look, it's Nintendo. It's full Nintendo. Look at that. It's Nintendo right now. Yeah. So that's actually really bullish, guys. That it hasn't happened yet. That's actually really, really, really bullish. You know? And look, it has some really. Look, it says honeypot, no. Meaning that there's nobody holding all the supply. Verified, yes. No rug pull, no fake token. You know? It's really good liquidity for it being such a small Nintendo. I'm just saying it looks pixelated. It looks like bad graphics. You know what I mean? Like, look at this compared to Dork Lord. That looks like an actual CMC listing, right? Very clear, concise. No listing looks like this. It's like, what the hell is all this? So this is very bullish. Very bullish. So if you're buying Normie anywhere right here, whoop. Because, yeah, the CMC listings and stuff is on the way for this. I think it's going to get listed on about 20 or 30 tier 3s first. You know what I mean? Uh, uh. Beer. Yeah, look at that. Oh, the waves. So amazing. That's crazy. Yeah, guys. Insanity. It is really amazing, Jai. What's my target for Normie? I think in the next few days, I think it's going to hit $1 million market cap. Um, I just know what's about to happen. It's going to get listed everywhere. It's going to get, Dex boosts and this and that and the other thing. You're going to start seeing it places. It's going to get bought up pretty hard. And so I'm going to say 1 million real quick. I think 1 million within, probably by the end of the week, I think. I really do. You know, I really, really do. Now, after that, I think in the next day or two, I'm going to have a really good prediction on Normie. You know what I mean? I'm just excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I know it's very early for Normie. You can get a quick 10x right now on Normie. You know, I think beyond that, I think beyond the $1 million market cap, I mean, to say it's going to go to 100 or a billion is like, how do I know that? You know what I mean? Like, I know that with Rita, though. See, with Rita, I know enough to tell you that that thing's probably going to go to $100 million market cap. I mean, not financial advice, but it's just the callers are too big surrounding the coin. The whales are too big. They're already fans of the coin. They hope it does well, and they're waiting for it to get to a certain point to start doing their like 100 ETH buys, to start full clipping it, full buys, $250,000 buys. I've already heard these conversations, guys, on Rita, so I can tell you, Rita's super undervalued right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, $1 per Rita, absolutely. Yeah, I could. I'm telling you guys. There's whales. There's SPX whales, all over this coin, all over it, and they're just waiting for it to go past $1 million market cap, and head towards 2 million and stuff like that. They're gonna hook us up with the free listings. They're gonna pull all their connections, and you're just gonna see Rita just floating, and you're gonna be like, "How is this coin doing so well?" And it's because they pull out all the stops. There's a weight to that whole saying of, I'm gonna pull out all the stops. Well, you got big whales, big guys that are just gonna pull out all the stops. That's how crypto works. You know. Yeah, look at this one-way KR. Right? Look how I smoked this guy out. I'm not gonna talk about his little shitty coin, and then he's gonna say something like that. So Jai, would you like to see one-way KR out? Give him an 86er. You know what I mean? All right. So I guess I'll do it myself. Bye. Yeah, he's really weird, that guy. That guy has said the same thing about everything that I do. You know what I mean? There's just some weird people out here. You know? You know? My wallet's public, like my wallet's public. I got public wallets, guys. You know what I mean? Crypto pumps and dumps, it's the life. Never holds until the top. Yeah, man. I mean, and I'm the one actually. I have a problem with round tripping coins, man. I have a problem with holding all my coins way too much. Like Rita, I haven't even taken out my initials. I ride dirty. I go raw dog with a lot of my picks, man. I'm so convicted in them that I don't even take out my initials. I leave everything in there. Guys. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so funny when folks, when I don't do what people ask me to do, they just spew hate and they spew all that stuff. And it's fine. You're just showing everybody who you are. I can say from all the people I listen to, Stay is the truest. Stay even gets dumped on and doesn't even say anything. Yeah, man. Thank you, Mimi. Mimi says hi from Dallas. Hi, Mimi. I know you've been here before. It's great to see you. I know, man. I'm gonna let you guys see the sunset tonight, man. Such a nice evening. Um, yeah. I have to look for myself. Oh, incredible, incredible evening tonight. Supposedly, you can tell what time it is by how fast the waves are coming in. That's how the Native Americans used to be able to tell what time it was. That were on the beach. I don't I actually I made up the Native American thing to make the that's a real true thing, but I made up the Native American thing to make it sound more cultural or spiritual. But it's true. You know, I could have said like pirates, or I could have said like guys that are on ships or something. But I thought the Native American thing would be cooler to say. But it is a true thing that you can tell what time it is by the movement of the waves coming in. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it's really insane. It really is insane. You're welcome, Mimi. Yeah, man. That's right, Jai. We only talk about what we're in, man. I mean, bro, I buy these coins. They don't give me these coins. There's nobody give the. Here's another thing about the coins that I get into. There's a lot of them are CTOs, bro. Like there's no authority in them. It's just a bunch of people hanging out, just doing what they can to help have the coin grow, and and so who's supposed to be coming in and giving me money or giving me coins? I'm working for my bags just like everybody else. I love doing that. It's fun. I don't honestly I don't like getting in the coins where I have to rely on like a presidential dev to like address me and tell me what they're gonna do next and everything like that. I don't know if I like that too much. I actually looked at my portfolio of the coins I'm in. Man, there's a lot of CTOs. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of ragtag groups. You know what I mean? A lot of rebels. A lot of guys clinking glasses like in Warriors come out and play. I like the dissidents. I like the rebels. I like the guys that go against the grain, bro. I don't know. I've always been that way. I've always been that way. And so when people come up to me and be like, "Stay or all the your coins," like, no, my coins are like the coins that I pick are super successful. But the thing is that they're meme coins, so they don't stay at their tops for long, and you have to scale out of them, or you're gonna get round tripped. You can't just it's not an index fund. You know what I mean? It's not a bond or a yield. You know what I mean? Where you're putting this in your portfolio for years and years. Like this is very much calculated swing trades, but they're long-term swing trades, and you are in and out of projects, and some you hold for a whole year, maybe two, before things start taking off, and that's with meme coins, and that's with a lot of coins. You got to be patient. And then the thing is with people is that they're either new to crypto or they're just really bad at it, and they just always look for someone to blame, and it's so sad because if you were where I'm sitting, they blame you. It's just whoever's in front of them. Somebody needs to be blamed for their bad decisions. And I've learned, I've become such a stronger person having this YouTube channel, and I've come to understand the human condition and the human psyche, like more than I ever have before. You know what I mean? I really didn't know anything before I started YouTube. You know what I mean? Because I used to actually think, I used to kind of side with people that were like upset with people online, and I used to be like, oh, maybe they have a point. Like, no, bro, it's all bullshit. I mean, these people that are upset and angry, they really are their own worst enemy, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. How am I making money and this guy isn't? You know what I mean? Like, ridiculous. I've never lost money in a coin stare is called, so I don't know what anyone. I know, and the thing is, I get messages all the time. Stare, dude. Thank you so much for getting me, for talking about this coin and stuff like that. And now I'm up, or now I paid this off, or I got someone this, and I was able to have the money to do that. You know, it's just amazing. Crypto is amazing. You're never gonna fud me out of this space. It's such an amazing, amazing space. It's an amazing, amazing, um, amazing time to be alive, man. I mean, we got Rita, Elite Order. We got Normie in our coffers. We got 'em in our portfolios, and there's nowhere to go but up from here. If you're cheating in those coins, you're a loser at this stage. And it's just incredible, man. It really is incredible. Look at this, the sun setting. Another day is concluded. A Sunday evening has concluded, and I can't wait for tomorrow. I really can't wait for tomorrow. I think Monday is gonna be very favorable to some of these coins that I've talked about this evening, and and again, if for any reason it isn't, it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's it's what happens in crypto. You just don't know, but you can believe. You have license to believe. You know what I mean? You have license to believe, and it's just incredible, man. There it goes. Look at the Pelicans too. I've been so fascinated with the Pelicans. They're just a family, and they take risks too. They take calculated risks all the time. They bomb dive into the ocean. They just go, bah. You know how hard they hit that ocean? You know what I mean? There's so many, there's a lot of dead pelicans that wash up because, guys, they're like risking their lives, like throwing themselves into the ocean like that. They don't know what's on the other side. It could be a piece of wood. It could be anything. You know what I mean? But they go for it, bro, because they got to eat. And that's what I'm doing, you know? I go for it because I got to eat, bro. You know? I got to eat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Mr. Ferguson, yeah. Hi, Lou. Whopper or Big Mac? Big Mac, man. Even though when a Whopper's made right, it's really, really good. I mean, honestly, I might even go for Boss Burger, to be honest with you. I'm just joking. Um, you know, yeah. I honestly, a Big Mac. I've never had a bad Big Mac, even though it's the worst beef and you could eat. And same thing with the Whopper. But I've had really bad Whoppers. I've had Whoppers that just taste terrible, man. You know what I mean? But when a Whopper is done right, it's better than a Big Mac. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You know? You know? Yeah, it's nice to see you this evening, Goo. Thank you for the nice, thank you for the nice question, man. That was a question I happily answer, and thanks for coming back around. I've had to time you out before. You've been weird before, but tonight you're very, very pleasant, very pleasant, and I hope you keep that up, sir. You're a really good guy. I enjoy a good Boss Burger. Absolutely, me too. And that's why I never ban people. I just time them out because eventually people come back and understand that I'm consistent. I am who I say I am, and people kind of warm up. They're like, you know what? I'm not gonna just say fart and dick and all this shit and stayers chat. I'm actually gonna have a conversation. Because I know he's gonna read my comment, and I know he's gonna actually think about what I said. If it's fair to do that, to do that, you know what I mean? So you're eating a pork chop right now? Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go see what's going on. I think I got pasta in there tonight, and it's sausage from my farm. I still have a little bit of pig meat left from my old farm, and Jai knows my farm real well. He watched me. He was with me every day during that time, and he knows I'm headed to South America, and we talked about this ad nauseum, and in February, January, February, March, April, of this year when he was watching me every day. I was live streaming every day. Guys, I've been live streaming every day. I think I've only missed like maybe 2 days since January. Maybe 3. I've live streamed so much. Yeah, we'll meet soon, dude. You got to come to South America. See if you can catch a flight. Bro, see if you can catch a flight down here to Baja, man. Tijuana Airport is one of the best airports on this side of the world. You guys know that? Tijuana Airport is immaculate. They just rebuilt it. People think that Tijuana is like this terrible place where there's like, it's not that bad, the airport is world class. And so, you fly into Tijuana, and then you rent a car or you get a little taxi, and then I'm like 2 hours from Tijuana Airport. Not even. No, I'm like an hour and 15. So it's like, I will after this bull. I have some big changing things you can take to billions. I know let's get back on those plays. Jai was my coin whisperer, bro. Like in the early stages of my channel, me and Jai it would just be me and Jai in here. There would be 2 people. It'd be me, Jai. It would be Samson, and I think Shalonios' early days back then. Yeah, dude. Yes. You should come out here too, man. Catch a flight. There's all these places. All these places are Airbnbs, pretty much, man. They're all for like rent and stuff. So let me know if you have any questions on what area to come to. But bro, it's so nice down here, and I'm gonna be here for a while, for another few weeks. So before I head to South America, so chop it up, man. Chop it up. Bring the fam. Bring the girlfriend or whatever you're into, and hang out, man. Yeah, this time of day is just glorious, man. This time of day is insane. You know what I mean? BT says, what country? This is Mexico. I'm in Mexico right now. I'm in Baja. Clarence Knight says, I always come back, usually lurking though. Stayer's a good dude. Clarence, you're a good dude, bro. I know. Yeah, you were there early days too. So, yeah, man, it was just me and like a couple people in there, and I was just talking on my ranch, you know what I mean? And so, insanity, guys. Insanity. Have I covered everything tonight? Talked about Rita, we talked about Normie. The market's sitting there. I think Bitcoin this week, I think we could see Bitcoin go to previous all-time highs, guys. I really see that happening. I think shorts are getting squeezed right now. It's very painful, Bitcoin being at 108 for shorts right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we definitely do. We definitely do. Yep, we got similar. A lot of us in here, similar views. Pretty anti-government. Pro-love, pro-family, pro-God. And just being real. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it's I'm very comfortable in crypto. I know, some weird stuff has happened over the last few weeks, but it hasn't swayed me. It's made me stronger, and having you guys to talk to has been amazing. And so I mean, I'm actually empowered. I'm empowered by it all. You know. So, oh man, I forgot I had my sunglasses on. I'm like, it's really dark. No, I've been empowered by it all. And a lot of life lessons learned. Of forgiving people. Motivating people, encouraging people, being encouraged by people. Being challenged. It's been really, really, really incredible. And that's life, man. You continuously push yourself, and you get out of your comfort zone. Like, bro, I was terrified to come here. I have never been to Mexico, and I've been in California for what, freaking 12, 15 years or something like that. 10, 12 years. I've been living in California, and I've never crossed the border because I believe Netflix. I believe that cartel members were waiting for you at the border, and as soon as you cross, they were gonna, pop your tires and take your kids and chop your head off and send it back to Trump. And you know what I mean? Like, I was so terrified, but I was like, you know what? I need to do this first. I didn't want to run to South America first because, one, it's winter there right now, and this is a way better climate. And then I could wait until summertime there to go out there. So September is when summertime starts in South America. So I'm having 12 months of summer. So it's going to be crazy. You guys are going to be seeing me in very, very nice weather like this in December and January and Chile. And, seriously, yes, I was so terrified. I was so terrified, bringing my family here and this and that, bro. It's been the most incredible, eye-opening, lovely, encouraging times I've ever been a part of. This is like the best country ever. The people here are amazing. The food is incredible. It's cheap. And it's not like it's cheap like people don't want to work for the money. Like, people are stoked to get pesos out here. And people are working for the money, and happy to do it. You know what I mean? And it's so different from America in so many different ways. It's insane, dude. And for the better. Like, Mexico is, I'm sorry to say, but in the time that I've been here, even to the beaches, like, this is a way better beach. This is a way better beach than Redondo Beach. This is a way better beach than Hermosa. You know what I mean? In terms of, like, not having to walk past thousands of people, like, it just feels private, and the water's warmer and it's calmer. The beaches in like Carlsbad and like Oceanside, the water is kind of rough compared to here. The waves are bigger and stuff, but it's like a wading pool out here. Look at, you know what I mean? Like, the waves are so, like, you can just let your kids, like, and the water is really low. Like, even for the littlest kids of mine, the water only comes up to, like, their waist. You can keep walking out there and it's still up to your waist. You know what I mean? And so I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I was terrified, but now I'm like, wow. Now this has made me ready for the next leg of my journey with my family, as we, look for a place that we can call home in South America, and start up our ranch again, and everything like that. And I'm really, guys, just because of the crypto laws, I heard of this hospital through a minister, Lindsey Williams, that was a friend with one of the elites that got treatment there. So Tijuana is where I want to go for health treatment at BioCare Hospital and Wellness. They actually fix your problem and put a Band-Aid on it like they do in the States. I know, bro. My whole experience with dental care here has been so amazing, and it's so cheap, and it's state of the art. Like, the dentists here are amazing. I had a tooth pulled, I had multiple fillings and cleanings, and it just came out to like 70% less than what I would pay in the U.S., and it was way better care. And same thing with my foot. Like, I've had like a couple toes that had like, foot fungus, and I have they gave me a treatment that was like state of the art, lasers and oh, you name it. It was like an hour and a half treatment, and I get three more of these, right? Guess how much I'm paying? $100, bro. $100. $100 for four, like like real doctor, like foot doctor treatments on my feet. You know what I mean? And my feet are 100 times better. Like, my feet look like they're brand new. You know what I mean? And you know how much that would cost? I actually got I think I might have got a quote at a Eisenhower in Palm Springs. I think it was like $1,000 every time I went in, and I need multiple treatments. You know what I mean? So I probably would have paid $4,000 for in the States for what I get for $100, and that's not $100 per treatment. That's $100 total for 4 treatments on my feet. It's incredible. You know what I mean? So yeah, you should come down here, Samson, and get your treatments, man. Yeah, he said I wanted to schedule an appointment for rheumatoid arthritis, and I heard they use your own stem cells instead of animal. Yeah, they probably do, bro. I got a root canal too. No pain. Like, the doctor was amazing. The treatment was quick and state of the art. Like, because I watched my wife get a root canal in the States like a year or two ago. She's constantly bleeding. They messed her up. So they gave her too much anesthesia. Like, she was having heart palpitations. Like, this dentist really messed her up over a root canal. And he didn't know what he was doing, and he didn't have the equipment to actually do the work. You know what I mean? Yeah, alkaline diet, yeah. But so Mexico has been amazing, yeah, we've been doing nothing but getting revitalized in terms of different doctor's appointments, because it's so cheap here, and the care is way better. You know what I mean? My wife got a breast exam, and that went great, and that was next to nothing. My kids have checkups. They're doing, I'm getting my feet done, and my teeth done, and it's insane, man. And it's dirt cheap, bro. I think I've spent less than for like I think if we have I spent money on 3 root canals. I think I might have gotten 20 fillings between me and my family, like everybody in the family, maybe 25 fillings, all cleanings, done, and it came out to less under $2,000. It's like it was like $1,500. You know what I mean? You know how much all that would cost in America? Like 7, 8. No, actually, I did the math. It would cost $12,000 because a root canal like a root canal at the dentist that I paid for my wife 3 years ago. That was like $4,000. Isn't that crazy? You know what I mean? So insane, dude. You don't know what kind of world we have out here, man. But I'm in between Chile and Argentina for South America, because Argentina has amazing crypto laws. They're so pro crypto, it's insane. It's insane, bro. And then Chile is not very pro crypto. So I have a decision to make for sure. So, all right, guys. I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. It's Stare. We had a great time. I'll of course be back here tomorrow. I'll be in the inner circle tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Mango? What's up, Prime? How's ETH looking? ETH's looking good, man. I think Bitcoin is gonna go past previous all-time highs this week. All right, so I'll see you guys in the inner circle. The guys that are in here, and everyone else. The link is in my description. My Telegram group. I'm in there all the time, and that's where you hear about my coins first. And guys, yeah, let's get going. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Stairs out.